I'm going to leave you with just a little story. In 1969, right out here, what had happened was Judy Garland had died. And a lot of the gay kings and the drag kings and the drag queens had gone uptown to view her. And this, as it happened, they stood in line for hours just to be able to view Judy Garland. Because at that time we were known as the Underground and some other nice, not so nice names. But Judy Garland was a supporter of us. And so she had died, and they went uptown, and the rain poured down on all the firemen, and everybody came back here to the Stonewall Inn. And that was the night that the cops decided to pull one of their famous raids. And that was the night that my children said, enough is enough.
Yes!
So we celebrate 44 years of Stonewall. I'm celebrating 75 years upon Earth. Long story short, my family married me off. I come from upstate New York. My original home is in Saratoga Springs, New York. And what happened was my family had got around town that I was chasing girls. Well, honey, let me tell you. Mother, grandmother, everybody had a fit. They said, two things going to happen. You're either going to get married or we're going to put you in Utica. Now, upstate, Utica is like what Bellevue is down here. So at 14 years of age, they married me off. But didn't do anything. The result of it was I wound up with 5 boys. I said God had a sense of humor. I took my grandson on the first gay rights march in Washington, D.C. He was 7 years old. He's now in his 30s. And the result of it is I have 13 grandchildren, 13 great-grandchildren, and 1 great-great-grandfather. So I am the gayest great-great-grandmother out of the closet. But in all seriousness, though, I thank each and every one of you. But remember, we still have a long way to go. Marriage equality happened in this state. And when Governor Cuomo signed it into law, only New York State was it shown around the world. I have a son in Australia who called me and said, Mama, we saw Governor Cuomo signing the Gay Rights Marriage Act in New York, and I was telling all my friends, nobody believes you're my mother. So I told him, I said, well, I tell you what, honey, you go to the gay community over there in Australia, and you tell them I'll come and tell the Stonewall story. As long as they pay my way, I'll be there. And so I just want to leave this with you. Tonight, the food and everything is free. But I am asking for donations. And part of the proceeds of the donations will go to Harlem Sage. Now, Sage is a community. Sage is an organization that deals with us elders. And of course, we know that racism is so systemic in the country. Sage is all over the United States. The main office for Sage in New York is on 7th Avenue. But up in Harlem, you know, we're still struggling along. So tonight I'm asking for donations for Harlem Sage. Part of the proceeds is going to go to Harlem Sage. I thank each and every one of you. And tell your story and live your truth.